the IceHogs. They're 4-1 in the playoffs. Drew Commesso, the same record. He's got the 186 goals against, the 942 save percentage. Cini's line to start it with Korchinski and Del Mastro on the back end. The puck is dropped on game 4, and we are underway. Rockford going left to right for you here in this opening 20 minutes, trying to advance to the division finals with a series win and a victory tonight against Milwaukee. Here's Mark Del Gaizo in his own end. He'll fly it up ahead for Fedor Svechkov into Ozzy Wiesblatt's territory and offside at the IceHogs blue line. That'll bring the faceoff back out to the neutral zone.
On the left wing, poked from him, but Edstrom follows. He'll enter the zone. David Edstrom into the left corner, shot along the goal line off the chest of the goalie. Cleared to the line, held in by Ottenbright with a shot. Scored! Turner Ottenbright! David Edstrom with a good shot off the chest of the goalie. He couldn't control it, and the rebound came to Ottenbright. And he'll slap one into the net at 7:54, beating Commesso stick side for Ottenbright, his first career playoff goal. And the Admirals have a 1-0 lead, and that should be David Edstrom's first career point. Navran Mutter with the screen in front.
Ludwinski forces the issue down into the corner. Lipin into the middle. Case scores! What a response! We're tied at 1.
Well, again, it's another pass from either right around or behind the goal line. A perfect feed to Jackson Cates. And what a response to get this BMO crowd right back into it. Again, just going in, Paul Ludwinski lifting the stick, and then Jalen Lipin burrowing in, a perfect pass to Jackson Cates, who wastes no time, goes over the blocker, and again, you win those battles back behind the goal line. Good things happen. That's how we saw the scoring in game 1 take over, and great response right off of the opening, or the face-off after the Milwaukee goal.
Clear attempt blocked by Cini, back down low off the stick of Anderson in the trapezoid, and a penalty's coming up. It's a trip, and our referee down in the corner thought about bringing the arm down, actually did bring the arm down, and then brought it up. Anderson to the box for a trip as the teams trade minor penalties. It'll be 4-on-4 for 11 seconds. You can almost see the ref's brain working. Called it initially, then brought it back down and realized at that point he didn't have a choice. That is not a lot of body contact. But your threshold has been set for game number 4. To Kemmel, far wall, back up top Friedman, lets it go. It's blocked by Allen, rebound turned aside by Commesso. Good stop. Rebound out to the right point, Allen. Rimmed it back down low again. Thompson on it for Rockford. Good offensive zone shift. Thompson peeling along the near boards. Into space for Savoie. He battles with Ufko in behind the net. Nolan Allen there. Out in front. Score! Aiden Thompson gives Rockford a 2-1 lead in game 4.
Puck retrieval. Great movement along the boards. And another pass from in behind the goal. What a feed, and Aiden Thompson streaking down into the slot. Lets it go. Looked like Murray had gotten a lot of it, but not all. And what a pass, Nolan Allen. It goes through the wickets of Matt Murray in a 2-1 lead for Rockford.
Excellent offensive zone shift for the IceHogs. Rockford takes it along the boards. Up goes here in the middle. Touch to the back post, and Comesso's got it. Kiefer Bellows, who's all alone. Gonna have to get another look at this penalty because Cini certainly took down the Admirals player, but it really looked like he got a whole lot of puck before that. Still, 2 phenomenal saves from Drew Commesso to keep this thing 2-1 for now.
Yeah, I think the puck had just left the stick right before Cini dove out.
Left to right come the Admirals with Edstrom, the rookie, down the wing. Shoots on Comesso. He's forced to make another follow-up save as Comesso came well out of the crease.
Hash marks, right point Friedman, left El Gaizo. Wrister went wide of the far post, bounces behind the net. Mutter works to the far corner, got by Del Mastro. A backhander from the bottom of the far circle. They scored! Kyle Marino! Mutter with a backhander. Comesso couldn't control it, and Marino snaps it in. At 7:50 of the second period, Kyle Marino's first career postseason goal. We're tied at 2. Mutter sidestepped Del Mastro behind the net, stepped above the goal line, put the shot on goal, and Marino there for the rebound as he had position on Cates, and Korchinski for that matter. Pick it up. Here's Bellows through neutral. Across the Rockford line, he moves to the left circle, bottom of the circle, now around the net, he wrap around, he got it to the crease, scored! Ozzy Wiesblatt as Comesso was tardy getting the glove down. Ozzy Wiesblatt pokes it in at 14:27. Wiesblatt's first of the playoffs. No more War Pigs have the power. 3-2, the Admirals on top. They show the replay. Wiesblatt was in the crease, nobody defending him, and he punched it in as Del Mastro couldn't get there at 14:27. A power play goal for Milwaukee puts them on top 3-2. Korchinski back around the net to the near circle. Savoie against the boards. He fumbled the puck, tried to tip it to the line. Allen with a shot from the point. The puck is covered up in front by Murray underneath the body of a sliding Ottenbright. Murray able to find it as Mayhew tried to saw it out of there. 8:12 to go in the third period. Boy, that turned into a funky play as the Admirals were sliding and diving everywhere trying to get the puck out of the zone. Somebody's stick was popped in.
The tie-up. Mayhew wiped it back to the blue line. Fitzgerald blasts, rebounds there, just out the apron of the net. Anderson on it for Rockford, hits some deadwood. Gutman will grab it at the right point. Fitzgerald fires, he flubbed it. Stasny to the puck, couldn't clear. Here's CD down low, approaching the net, blocked by Gravel. Now Fitzgerald follows it up down the wall. Kevin Fitzgerald to Gutman, he'll sling it off a leg and wide. Marino blocked it. Fitzgerald near boards to Mayhew up top, 1:25 to go. Mayhew shoots, hits a body in front. It falls for Cal O'Reilly, and he clears the puck. Fitzgerald will get to it in front of the end.
On the near boards, centering, tipped away by Bellows at the near dot to Wiesblatt, who skates left wing to the red line. Wiesblatt got to the Rockford blue. Hayes picked this. And the face-off to the right of Comesso, won by the IceHogs. Levshunov in the far corner, 10 to go. Off the far wall to center, Thompson tipped it rink wide. Cini is tripped up entering the zone, no call. Empty net bid for the Admirals. It missed the net. Icing will be the call here with 7/10 of a second to play. So Cini was tripped, no doubt about it, but no penalty. And now Doc bumps Marino. They'll bump each other. They wrap up. And everybody's going to pair up at the blue line of Milwaukee. Gravel and Thompson. Korchinski, it's Doc and Marino on the ice. 1.7 they put on the clock in the third period. 1.7 to go. Doc still shoving at Marino. They get separated. Marino turns and has words for the Rockford bench as he's escorted to the locker room. Doc going to the locker room as well. Penalties at 19:58. Offensively, misconducts at for 10 minutes, 19:58. Gutman and O'Reilly on the draw. Cal just has to slap it to the far boards. Nobody there for Rockford. 3-2 Admirals lead. Face-off, O'Reilly and Gutman. And we didn't drop it yet. Boy, the linesman is really building up the suspense here. O'Reilly and Gutman will try it again. The face-off with 1.7 to play. Comes free above the left circle. Fitzgerald shoots it wide, and the Admirals have forced a Game 5. The Admirals have forced a Game 5. Down 0-2 in the best-of-5 set. They come to Rockford and win a pair. The final score tonight, Milwaukee 3 and Rockford